Hi Spice Fam, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I will be showing you how I make fried bake or float. If you do it differently, comment below and let us know how you do that. I really do hope that you do enjoy today's video. Thank you so much for watching as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, put in your post notification bell so you don't miss a post. Let's go.
So Spice Fam, for our fried bake we have some flour, yeast, some baking powder, shortening that helps with the crispiness of the bake, some brown sugar, warm water, and I have here some oat flour. So we are going to be using, and I would add in my sugar. I'm going in with the yeast. Here is our baking soda, and this is the shortening I am using. I did just put it in the microwave for a couple seconds just to get rid of some of the chill as it was very cold. So going in with that. So here is my water and I'm going to just pour that in, and you want to give that a quick stir. Don't you worry guys, once you start adding in your dry ingredients, which is your flour then and the oats, you don't have to put in the oats, but I think it gives a really nice texture and a little bit on the healthier side as well, not straight flour. So once you add that in, the shortening will definitely melt in, and as you can see the yeast has started to do its thing. So I'm going to go ahead and just add in the other ingredients. I'm starting off with my oat flour, and we are just going to mix it in, or mix it around like this. And of course I would transition to my hands in a few minutes, and then I'm also going to go in with some of the flour, so I'm going to add it some at a time. You want to mix it really well. Like I said, I'm adding in the flour some at a time because I don't want it to be too dry or anything. You want it to have some nice moisture in there. So I am going to keep adding and mix that around until it's nice, and I'll come back to show you. So here is our fried baked dough, and it's looking a little bit rough, but trust me, it's good. This is just the bits and pieces from the oat flour. It's actually homemade, so yeah. So what I'm going to do, I am going to set that aside and let it sit for about 25 minutes to allow it to raise, and then we would move on to the next process. Okay, Spice Fam, so I did cut my dough in half. I'm not using all tonight. I'm just going to store the rest in the fridge, but I'm just going to show you how I, make my little circles, or I try to make it equal as possible. So this is what I do. This will give me about 3, like so, like little balls like that. And I'm just going to take a little bit of flour, dust it all over here, and just stick it and simply fold it in like so. I know different people have different methods of doing that, so you can always share that with us in the comment section below. All right, also remember the link to this recipe will be in the description box as well. So you see, this is what we got. Set that aside, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other 2 pieces. In my opinion, making fried bake, it doesn't have to be all that perfect, but you want a nice, soft, delicious bake. So look how nice and smooth it is. See that? Set that aside, as I said, for 25 minutes. Allow it to proof a bit, and then we would move on to the next process. So see you in 25 minutes. So this is the risen bake dough after about 15 minutes. So I would say 15. I did say 25, but it did raise faster than I thought. So this is what it looks like, and we would proceed to make it into bake and then put it on, well, in the oil. Before we do that, here is a bowl that I am going to be using, and I will take some table towel, or paper towel I should say, paper towel, yes, paper towel, and put it here so that the excess oil from the bake can drain out. So this is what it looks like. So moving on, frying pan that I'm using to fry the bake, and I have some oil in here preheating. Now what you want to do is to ensure that your heat is on medium-low heat. You don't want it to burn, but you want it to be hot enough so that you can fry the bake. So while that is happening, I'm going to move on to making the bake. Okay, so you can use a rolling pin to roll it out on a floured countertop, or you can simply just stick it up with your hand. I would just put a little bit of flour into my hands like this, and take up one like so. You see how they are joined together, and I'm just gonna press it with my hands like so. Yeah, just like that, until it forms a nice, you know, round circular dough. So I will do this and come back to show you what it looks like after. Okay, so this is what one of the bake look like. Yeah, so I'm just gonna rest it on a plate and move on to checking our oil to see if it's hot enough so I can put that in. So to do testing the old-fashioned way, we're just going to take a little piece of dough and put that in, and as you can see, it has come up to the top, so the oil is ready. So we are going to go in with our first bake. So I'm just going to gently put that in because guys, you don't want to get burned. Okay, and then using a spoon, I'm just going to flip some oil onto it like so. So that should give you a nice golden brown color. As I said, you don't want the heat to be too high. That could be a problem. Okay guys, so when it's done, I will come back to show you the finished process. Okay, Spice Fam, so this is our very first bake, and you can see the color is nice and golden brown, and it's actually ready. So it's a nice float or bake. Some places call it float, others call it fried bake, and I think the Jamaicans call it dumplings, fried dumplings. Although it's slightly different to this, of course. Theirs is much on the smaller side, but yeah. So I will continue and come back to show you the end result. Okay, Spice Fam, so this is the finished product, and this is what it looks like. All nice and golden brown. Please excuse the lighting, I'm not sure what's happening, but yeah. So I will plate and come back to show you the final Spice Fam. So this is what it looks like. It's all nice and golden brown. I do have some scrambled eggs on the side. It's simple. You can use anything like sausages, even stewed meat. That's one of the things that growing up I absolutely love to have with fried bake sometimes, and corned beef. There's a whole list of things you could have with your fried bake or float, and this is the rest of it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, Spice Fam. Please make sure to comment below. Let me know how you do your fried bake if you do that, and also don't forget to look in the description box for the link to this recipe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.